Hi beautiful people, it's Emma. Welcome to or back to my channel. So this video is kind of in honor of the current situation, but not really. So we've been in quarantine for like 5 weeks now or something like that. It's been a long time. Time is kind of mushed together. I have no idea what day it is. So I thought maybe you guys have exhausted all of your show or book or song like ideas that you already have, or you're just sick and tired of everything already on your playlists. So I thought I could give you guys some recommendations to spice it up a little bit, because this is what's been keeping me pretty entertained and pretty happy and pretty occupied in quarantine, because when I'm not doing my homework, you know, it's gotta have something else to do. Alright, so we're gonna start with some podcasts. I've recently sorry, I'm out of breath. I've recently gotten really into podcasts. They're really cool because I can just like lay on my bed and put it on and I don't have to look at anything. I can just kind of be zen. So the first one is called Sleepy and the host is Otis Gray. Obviously this is a sleep podcast. It's kind of cool because it reminds me of when I was a kid and my mom would read us bedtime stories before we would go to sleep. Sometimes I have a hard time shutting off my brain before going to bed. Like I like to go to bed kind of early, but it's hard to make my brain just shut up and accept that it's time to go to bed. He has a very lulling, very nice, deep, kind of rumbling voice. It's really nice to listen to. So I recommend that. Another one is called Gen Z Girl by Abby Aslin. It's really cool. She's in college, I'm pretty sure. She also has a YouTube channel which has some really cute stuff. But as someone who's about to go into college, it's nice to hear from somebody who's kind of already gone through most of it to give you some advice of like, here's what I didn't do and maybe what you should learn from that. So it's kind of helpful. If you're around my age, it also might be helpful. She's also just kind of funny. Another one is I Love You So Much, hosted by Kenzie Elizabeth. It's another kind of college age person. I have a niche. But it's really fun. She's really spunky and she sometimes has really cool people on her show. I think she's talked to like a therapist on there before. It's really, really cool. And my last podcast is called Thick and Thin by Katie Bellotte. I'm so sorry. She's just really funny. I just like the content that they cover. It's very things that I like to listen to. It's very relaxing, you know. It's very nice. Alright, moving on to TV shows. Side note, totally irrelevant. My family got Disney Plus and my soul is so happy. I'm so content that I can just watch all of the old Disney movies. And like, you know, there was a day that I watched like Cinderella 2, Cinderella 3, and then like weird anthologies of Beauty and the Beast and Cinderella, and that was my whole day. It was beautiful. Anyway, the shows I've currently been watching are Gilmore Girls. I just finished season 1 right before filming this actually. It's a really cute show. I never watched it when it was on the air or like when it was being made, but it's really, really cute. I love all the characters. I want to be like Lorelai Gilmore when I grow up, honestly. I rewatched most of Pretty Little Liars with my mom, which I know Pretty Little Liars is kind of an old show, but it's a really good show and it's actually my favorite show ever, so if you've never checked it out, check it out. You might like it. Even my dad likes it, so get on his level, everybody. Another show, we're almost done with Jane the Virgin. Jane the Virgin is so good. It's like a telenovela style show. There's like a narrator. It's really, really cute. It's all about like love and romance and following your dreams. It's very inspirational. And the last show I've been getting really into is Reign. It's about like French, what was his name? King Henry or something, but then his son Francis, and it's really cool. Like Mary Queen of Scots is there. A lot of historical figures with no historical accuracy other than like major land point moments. There's like really cool songs and the costumes, beautiful. I want to be on that show. Alrighty, let's do some song recommendations. I'm a big fan of song recommendations. My best friend Donovan gives me song recommendations all the time and I take all of them and because he has far superior musical taste. Alright, first song is called Good Things That's not what it's called. It's called Good Things Fall Apart by Elenium and John Bellion. I did get this song from TikTok. Someone was singing a cover of it and I was like, that's a really cool song. So I looked it up, saved it. It's on all of the playlists now. The next one is Remember Me by Dove Cameron. This is my new favorite song to dance to in the bathroom when I'm getting ready in the mornings. I'm not gonna lie, it's really, really good. You guys should check it out. Another one, this is just an artist I want people to pay more attention to. His name is Noah Kahan, and my favorite song of his is called Calm Down. And I just love him. He has such cool vibes, and I don't feel like enough people, at least in my tiny little world, listen to him, and I want everyone to listen to him because he's amazing. And the next one is a song, If You Can, by Savannah Madison. She's a songwriter that I found on TikTok, and I heard her showing her song, and I thought it was really cute, so I did it. And there are 2 musicals. I know not everyone's into musicals, and that, believe me, hurts my heart, but I want you guys to look these up. It's called Six. It's about King Henry VIII's 6 wives, and then Mean Girls, the musical. They're hilarious, and I love them. Alright, the last set of recommendations is my favorite thing, and I'm going to try not to rant for too long about each one of them. It's books. I read so many books during this social distancing, stay-at-home time, and I want to share them with you. The first one, this is probably my favorite book series ever. It's called, I don't know if you guys can see it or not. Probably not. Anyway, it is the Trill series by Amanda Hocking. This is actually 3 books. The 3 books are Switched, Torn, and Ascend. It's about this girl named Wendy, and she's secretly a troll, but they're not like the troll dolls that we used to all have that were terrifying. They're like humans, but they have magical powers, and they're more in tune with nature, and it's amazing. And there are so many good love stories and so many strong side characters and such a strong female lead. Her and her mother, she finds out that she's like this troll princess, and she's like, what? But then everyone else is just like, yeah, you're gonna rule the world one day, and she does, and it's beautiful, and I love it. I made my best friend Donovan read this. He took forever. He took like 6 months to read it. But anyway, he did, and he really liked it. But again, this is something that I feel like is so unappreciated and so undiscovered, and I would love if you guys would read this. That would be so cool. The next one is another trilogy. I'm into trilogies. I don't know why. It's called the Gold Seer Trilogy by Ray Carson. So the first one is Walk on Earth a Stranger. I actually read this because I was in a book club in high school because I'm amazing. And we read this, and I freaking loved it. And one of my friends in book club, I loved it, and we were obsessed with it, and we talked about writing fan fiction, which we never did. We need to get on that. But then I was so obsessed, I had to finish the trilogy. So the second one is Like a River, Glorious, and then the last one is Into the Bright Unknown. Aren't they beautiful, by the way? They're exquisite. I love these. They're so good. It's historical fiction. It's in like the gold rush times, but the main character, she has this magical ability to like sense gold. Isn't that handy during the gold rush? Like, imagine, that'd be great. Anyway, it's beautiful, and Jefferson is a character, and he's my favorite, and I love the name Jefferson, and I want to marry him one day. It's happening. The next one is, a lot of these recommendations are like more fantasy. This is like YA fiction. It's called A Quiet Kind of Thunder by Sarah Bernard. I just finished this a couple days ago. It's beautiful and epic and sweeping and just great writing, great like poignancy about communication and teenage love, and how sometimes it can last and sometimes it is meant to be, even if it doesn't feel like it at first. So basically, the main characters are Steffi and Reese. Steffi is a selective mute girl due to like anxiety issues, so she doesn't talk, and then Reese is deaf, so they talk in BSL, British Sign Language, and it's so beautiful and amazing, and I love it so much. And she slowly grows confident enough till she starts speaking more, and it's just amazing, and they fall in love, and I love it, and I hope you guys read it. I ordered this off Amazon just because I loved the cover. It just looked so like, ooh. And now I get why it was hands instead of like anything else, because they spoke with their hands. Okay, the next one is Cersei by Madeline Miller. This is one of my favorite books ever. Again, actually, no, I read this and then I recommended it to book club and made them all read it. It's beautiful. It's about Cersei, who is in Greek mythology. I love mythology of any kind. I'm a mythology person. I wish I was Persephone, honestly. So I really love this book. It's so beautiful. It's about her story, you know. She was the son of, not the son, she wasn't the son of anybody. She was the daughter of this, like, you know, god, and she was weird. She wasn't powerful like everybody else. She didn't even look like anybody else. You know, she had this weird scratchy voice, and it's beautiful. And then she gets banished to an island, and she just lives there, and she makes her peace there. And she eventually falls in love after so many men try and just, like, take advantage of her. They come to her island when they're traveling and they see a woman living alone and they decide to be terrible. But she finally falls in love and it's beautiful. And there are some more well-known Greek mythological characters in here, like Odysseus and stuff. So if you're familiar with his story, you might like this. I really hope you guys read this. Okay, last recommendation and then I'll shut up. It's Nefertiti by Michele Moran. This is beautiful. And it's not actually super about Nefertiti. I mean, it is. It's told from Nefertiti's sister point of view. I can never pronounce her name. I'm so sorry. They call her Mutni, or Mutni probably more likely, because her first name is so long, but like Mutni's in there. But it's about family and, you know, making your own choices and making your own destiny. And it's such a beautiful book. And apparently it was her debut novel. Iconic. I love this book. I've read it like 3 times. I recommend it to so many people. It also has really helped me randomly in my art history class. When we did Egyptian art, there was a piece called Akhenaten, Nefertiti, and the 3 daughters, and I was like, I know who all those people are, and I understood what they were showing, so it actually gives you some pretty decent historical context. So I hope you guys take some of my recommendations. I hope that this can maybe spice up your quarantine time. I hope everybody is being safe. If you guys take any of these recommendations, let me know. Put it in the comments or DM me on Instagram at emmalyn02. I would love to hear if you guys loved it, hated it, wish I had never told you about it. I would love to know. Alright, so my guys, gals, and non-binary... Oh my god, I messed up my own outro. My guys, gals, and non-binary pals, it's time for me to say peace out. Bye.